city council members, staff, citizens of Ferndale, and my family. It's been an honor to work with you as Ferndale's mayor the last 4 years. We have witnessed remarkable achievements by people working together to make our community a better place. These improvements don't come easily. They result primarily from people who give selflessly of their time and talents, eschew petty politics, and work far beyond any compensation they may or may not receive. A few examples include over 2,000 volunteers and 300 organizations contributing time, money, and sweat in 2016 to build Star Park, the most popular playground in the city. City council and staff working together with community members to strongly and quickly reject messages of hate disseminated downtown. We spent a year working together on a statement and standard of respect and decorum for elected officials that has already raised the bar for public servants. And what I'm personally most proud of, the dozens of citizens who serve on various advisory boards and commissions, including teams, and a record number of outstanding people who ran for public office this year. Never have we had such an engaged community. Just look at our last town hall meeting. Because of an abundance of exceptional volunteers, we expanded membership on the Arts and Parks boards and formed the Ferndale Civic Youth Council and the North Wacom Poverty Task Force. I'll make one extra comment here. Staff will tell you that I took each of these appointments seriously, whether decisions to add or on rare occasion to remove citizens from boards. I was always driven by excellence, never politics, to put Ferndale's best in places of influence, service, and vision. I did that without regret, though it was costly and controversial at times. There is always pushback when you upset the status quo and disrupt political entrenchment. Now, most of you know I'm a pastor, but to the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've ever made an overt biblical reference from this seat. Today, however, I wish to reference 1 Corinthians chapter 3, where St. Paul remarks that one might sow the seed, another waters, another harvests, and another enjoys the fruit. And though I desire to administrate the completion of some larger projects that we had planned and planted during my administration, I leave that pleasure to our next mayor, notably a new well, wastewater treatment plant, Thornton Road, and hopefully a city campus. Let's face it, this mayor was handed a city growing and dynamic, and I have the privilege of passing along to our next mayor in even better condition, healthy and thriving, with great opportunities ahead. And you can sense it. We are on the cusp of some exciting stuff, and council approved some of those opportunities tonight. Credit goes in large part to over 75 employees who faithfully do their jobs. But I work most closely with this executive team sitting here, who each of them have contributed to making me a better leader, a better executive, a better servant, and a better man. Starting at my right hand, City Clerk and Human Resources Director Susan Duncan. There's a reason I reconfigured the seating of this stage 4 years ago. I knew that Susan would be the most valuable resource for these meetings, and you've no doubt seen me whispering to her. Okay, sometimes I'm just cracking jokes with her, but usually I need to know something to better serve the city council at that moment. Susan is smart, wise, dedicated, humble, and has become one of my most trusted confidants here. Mayor Lick Hansen, I know you're listening. Trust her. You will need her. Mrs. Sweeney next. You've become the closest thing to an executive administrative assistant to me, though that was never in your formal job title or job description. I think you know that I value your diverse contributions to the whole city, especially our decision to set you loose on parks. But I especially value your counsel and assistance to me personally, helping me give voice to my vision and message. You've been good for the city, for council, our staff, and for me. Jory Burnett, one of the most difficult and gutsiest decisions I made, in part because by necessity it was so private, was to promote you to your current position as city administrator. You are not even a year into your new post, but you have shown composure, wisdom, grace, brilliance at times, and strength in what has been a uniquely challenging year for our administration. I took some political hits for this decision, but I don't regret it for a moment. You are charged with the care and administration of Ferndale's government. I am confident you will exceed our high expectations. You already have, and I hope to see you serve at least 4 different Ferndale mayors. Public Works Director Kevin Rentz. I continue to be amazed at how smart you are, the depth and breadth of knowledge on critical city concerns and issues. I would never bet against you in a game of Stump the Public Works Director. A question such as, what's the diameter, distance from the surface, and composition of the water line at the intersection of X Avenue and Y Street, you no doubt would readily know the answer. It's quite remarkable. It shows dedication of your craft. I commend your passion for protecting the city's interests, and you have also, I note, added a number of colorful phrases to the city lexicon, which I'll not repeat tonight. Community Development Director Haley Miller. What a privilege it was to promote you to your current job. I give credit to Yori for that idea. He convinced me to give you a chance, and although you were on a 9-month probation, I knew within 3 weeks that you were the right choice. Intelligent, poised, thoughtful, passionate, humble about your job. I hope you stay here for a long time, and our city does all it can to keep you here. I know that others will want to steal you away. I trust they don't succeed. And speaking of stealing, Finance Director Serka Samanen, I stole you from Linden. And I know that some of the practices that you encountered here citywide were not as fine-tuned as you wanted. And you set a course to fixing that, making sure we followed all the rules and jealously guarding the public purse. I know it wasn't easy, but you learned how to navigate through a mayor, city staff, city council, and the public to bring the city the highest standard of financial integrity and efficiency. I note simply the difference in the budget process this year over last year. We all felt it. Last year we went through the pains of needed change that you wisely initiated, and this year things ran much more like a Swiss watch, though I realize that you're Finnish. Sorry about that. Police Chief Kevin Turner. I asked you and your family to relocate from Grantsville, Utah to replace Chief Knapp. And I think I can relate. It's tough to follow a near legend, but you did it, and immediately found yourself embroiled in some of the most difficult situations and events a police chief could find himself in. It has been a rough year on several fronts at the police department, but you have consistently demonstrated strength and grace, wisdom and compassion, resolve and resilience. I hope you found a home here. I know that the city and a great police department have found a home with you. I'm glad you're at the helm. In wrapping things up, I look back on 4 Ferndale city elections where I ran on an established record of integrity, honesty, transparency, and keeping promises. My darkest moments, perhaps my only dark moments by far, were having those core values questioned and challenged for the worst of reasons, politics. The hurtful distress to my family and the waste of city resources and staff time cannot possibly be measured. Based only on rumors, gossip, twisted second and third-hand accounts, the city had no choice but to hire an outside independent investigator to confirm and establish what those of us at City Hall, the police department, and eyewitnesses already knew. The mayor had done nothing wrong or unethical. Or rather artfully stated in just 2 words, used 3 separate times in the official ethics report to answer this question. Did the mayor attempt to influence or interfere? Detective Campo answered loud and clear for the whole department, saying, hell no. So this mayor's term comes to an end in 2 weeks, and though I will miss the comings and goings of being your mayor, the Mutchlers, that would be Diane, my wife, Tommy, Hannah and Matt, Emma and Ryan, Maddie and Alex, Jack, Nicholas, Annalise, and grandchildren Rebecca and Daniel, the Mutchlers live rich and fulfilled lives and have made a lasting difference here. And whether through music, dance, church, politics, or just being good neighbors and citizens, we will continue to touch lives. And who knows what doors could be opened in the future. I offer best wishes for success to incoming Mayor Greg Hansen and the 2020 City Council. They all have my respect, and I offer any help that I can. You have a great team of city employees and plenty of residents willing to contribute. Thank you again for allowing me to be part of Ferndale's journey the last 4 years, and that ends my final City of Ferndale Mayor's report.